in charge of a company-wide task force.
It's the best solution for the company, Paul.
The next year is planned for the good of the company.
No, sir. I agree to look into your idea, that's all.
Went ballistic. They want me to get the stock price up, earnings back on track immediately.
Yeah, of course. No, it was quite a shock.
I need to cut costs 10%.
10%?
By next quarter. I need information that's not a tangled up mess. 3 divisions, 3 completely different accounting systems.
It's going to be a heck of a job to change.
I don't know which products are making a profit. I don't know where my losses are. I have no way to tell. David, I'm putting you in charge of a company-wide task force. You'll have Helen Freeman, Paul Stokes, Jack Morris. I want you to design and install a better information system for the whole company. You have 8 months.
8 months?
You'll have the next 16 months to work out the bugs.
8 months?
I need data I can work with.
The consultant recommends tying workstations into servers at each one of the profit centers.
Who's the consultant?
Linehan Associates. They helped us on the design of small appliances system. They're the best in the business.
I see. Okay.
Now, each division customizes software to suit its own needs, but we send all financial data into the central server.
Uh-huh.
And that means over the next 7 months, Paul, we phase out your IBM 3090s.
Yeah, I can see that.
Gotta face it, Paul. Big iron's on the way out.
The whole company migrates to open system architecture. It's so much more elegant.
Sorry, people, couldn't get away. Another new products meeting.
Jack. Morning. Jack. Got my memo?
Sure did.
Great. Then you're up to speed. Actually, you're here in time to hear about the most exciting function, the EIS. Helen?
It has what they call a drill-down feature. You can look at any line on each division's P&L and drill down to finer and finer levels of detail.
You can?
Find out anything you want from any division report, just like that.
It's totally state-of-the-art. It's going to take a lot of work to set it up right.
Who's going to be in charge of figuring out what the system's going to do and how it's going to do it?
Assuming this is the system.
Oh, of course. I've asked Helen to take charge of the overall analysis and design task force.
Helen? You mean the whole thing?
Yeah, that's what she did for small appliances. This one's going to be very similar.
With all due respect to Helen, don't you think health and beauty should run the analysis and design? I mean, given our position.
Well, we're going to need everybody's participation in this, Paul.
David, we need to cut costs, not add to them.
The savings from this system will offset its costs in just a few months.
It's the best solution for the company, Paul.
Well, I already have people working overtime on special studies. They'll figure out where I need to cut costs.
This system's going to be so much faster.
You'll save work hours and machine time, believe me.
Well, you make it sound pretty darn good.
All I ask is that you get somebody from your shop working with the consultant.
Fair enough. I'll get someone on it right away.
That's great. How about you, Jack? How's it sound?
No, it sounds terrific. Better data, faster data, what's not to like? My only question is, do you really want to tie down the fastest growing division in the company with a shift to some untried new system?
It's not untried.
No, we've proven it in small appliances. It works.
I mean, is it even a good fit for the food division? I'm marketing driven. The system we brought with us, it's still doing the job.
As well as it could?
No, as I say, there are a lot of positives to the new system, no question, but we're awfully busy. We are up to our eyeballs with new product launches.
You've got to make the time for this, Jack. Look, we're going to set up a half a dozen workstations to demo the system. Why don't you rotate some of your people through there? They'll see what it can do.
Okay. Sure. Let's give it a shot.
Glad to hear it.
Oh, come on.
Yes, Jim Linehan, please. David Carlson at Roswell. Hi, Jim. I'm reading your email. They canceled the meeting again? Yes, I know. This sets us back. Yeah, look, Jim, let me call you later this afternoon. Okay, bye. Hi, Judy. It's David. Look, I'm up in the demo room. These things are still in boxes. They're just sitting here. Now, you want to tell me what's going on?
I'm getting a report in 2 weeks, right?
Well, actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Can I shift it back a week?
Another week.
It's just that we've run into some unexpected problems. It's nothing I can't handle.
I'm not moving the schedule.
Oh, okay.
David, I will not have the board asking me any more questions I can't answer.
No, Richard.
I want this thing moving. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah. Okay, what in heaven's name is going on?
I just don't have the manpower. My people are still tied up doing special studies, trying to nail down my cost.
Jack, what's with all the delays?
We're just too busy selling.
Look, folks, the 10th floor gave this top priority.
The 10th floor needs to cut costs, not underwrite a technological boondoggle.
What are you talking about?
This cockamamie thing's got more bells and whistles than a toy train. Executive information system. You'll drown the 10th floor in irrelevant details.
No, we won't.
EIS is a terrific management tool. Our competition will have it any day now, so we need...
All the overhead for new hardware and retraining. It's going to be my division takes the biggest hit.
Wait a minute, Paul. In small appliances, we cut manufacturing costs 18% the first year we installed it.
That's because you had costs to cut. Your costs are in manufacturing. Mine are in distribution. I need completely different kinds of information.
And you've got to run to MIS for a programmer every time you need to get at that information. God forbid the one guy in your shop who still knows COBOL gets sick, your whole division shuts down.
My system has one big advantage. It's paid for.
That is such a bean counter way of thinking.
The 10th floor needs consistent financials. Take my financial package. Run it on the other two divisions.
Paul!
You can't be serious.
Yes, I am. They make Pythagoras now for micros and minis.
Pythagoras.
That is the oldest program in existence.
Health and Beauty's already running it. We're 2/3 of the company. That's a big savings right there.
But it's not going to give Bowers what he needs.
Oh, I know. Everyone blames my division for the bad news last quarter. But let me remind all of you that Health and Beauty is still the profit engine around here.
There's no need to get defensive.
Don't tell me I'm being defensive.
I have been listening to you people, and I can't believe it. You are stumbling around in the forest, bumping into trees. Where's your perspective on the goal?
The goal is crystal clear, Jack. Design a new information system.
Yeah, well, my goal, burned in up here, is growth. Growth fuels everything else.
Oh, give me a break.
That's why you bought us 2 years ago, and that's what I'm going to deliver.
Well, you know who's paying for your growth.
Could we please stick to the agenda here?
You know, the next year is critical for me. I've got to focus on new product launches. I don't have time for anything for at least a year.
Another year? That's impossible.
Oh, my friend, you're not off by yourself in the hills of Vermont anymore. You're part of an organization, and you will be held accountable.
Guys, look, this is getting us nowhere. Look, I've got a $100,000 consulting contract out there. I got a room full of workstations gathering dust. I got Bowers who wants a report in 2 weeks.